Welcome to this look at some suspicious new mods on Farming Simulator 25. With me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday the 23rd of June. We've got no updates today, but we've got some new mods. So let's have a look. We start off with the farmhouse. This is by Rajot GPLAY. 64.02 megabytes download. One is 46 slots, one is 47 slots, one is 65,000 to buy, one is 40,000 to buy. The first one, to the left, has customization options on it, which I'll show you in just a moment. The second one doesn't. They both have sleep and wardrobe triggers on them. If we go into build mode, under farmhouses where you find them, so the first one is that one there. Bring it to there, press out R3. We've got grey block, yellow facade, grey facade, red bricks, back to block again. Then we go to that one, and that comes just as it is. There's no option for any customization on that one. We can go into the buildings. They are nicely made. They are nicely detailed. There's lots of decoration on them, as you can see. Now, we have outside lights. Oh, just realised, hang on. I've done it again. Outside light. Let's open the door and go in. Just inside here. Now, what I was going to say was, we go into the living room here. That's better. We do have an icon, if you've got your icon switched on, which I didn't have, for our sleep trigger, which in this one is on this sofa. We've got a kitchen out the back. We don't have an icon for the wardrobe trigger. However, we've got light switches all over the place as well. Yeah, turn on lights. It's a nice warm glow. It's not that bright white light you often get in houses as well, so I like that. It's a nice warm glow to that. But over here, where the shoes and coat and stuff's hanging up, go to there, top left it says open wardrobe. So whilst there's not actually an icon for it, that is where we can access our wardrobe. In this one, don't worry, I'll come back and turn the lights and stuff off later on. Honest governor. Right, light switch on the outside here as well. Open the door in here. Similar with regard, I say with regard to interior, the sort of same style. Bathroom is here. I didn't show you the bathroom in the other one, but there is a bathroom. We have got our lounge just here, which doesn't have the sleep trigger there. If we open up this one here, brings us through to the bedroom. Sleep trigger is just there, and then the wardrobe trigger is actually at the wardrobe. Come over to it there. It comes up and says, if I turn sideways, it did earlier. There we go. Open wardrobe, L3. We can open our wardrobe. So whilst the wardrobe itself doesn't actually open, the wardrobe trigger is there, but you do have to kind of, there you go, turn yourself right up against the wall and the trigger will come up. And if we go in there, we've got our kitchen area, kitchen diner, all in one location. Like I said, nicely made and detailed. There's lots going on in this. Very cool indeed. So, there we go. That's the farmhouse. Next, we've got the stock pack for farm aid products. This is 30.91 megabytes download by ZoddelZockt. We've got 16 slots, 11 slots, and 8 slots, each 100,000 litres. That's for these silos. And we've got some different options on those, which I'll show you in just a moment. We've got 4 IBCs, which are 3 slots each. Then we've got 2 trailers. We've got an MKS10 and MKS50, a 10,000 litre and a 50,000 litre. Both of those are 4 slots, which take the things that these hold. Now, these, under silos, come up to the top there. So we've got just there for 22,500 that one, 22,500 that one, and 22,500 that one. So this one here is your bulk consumables. Options on this, if I swing that around, press customize, variant 1 without sign, variant 2 without sign, then variant 1 with sign, road salt, lime, pig feed, seed, chicken feed, mineral fertilizer, mineral feed, then variant 2 with the same options as we go through. Now that's the same on each of them. So if I now come off of there and go into that one and press customize, variant 1, variant 2, so very, very different in the variants on those, but then with the various different signs, then we go through the next one with the various different signs for the liquids on that one. And then the final one is this one here, it says. And this one will do your, it says bales, it's consumables for bales. It's not bales. That's what needs to be kind of, it's not a bale storage. Again, customization on this. So we've got for bale wrap without sign, for bale twine, for bale net, and then we go with sign, wrap, twine, net. So come out of there. and come to here, and we go to our IBCs. So just there. Now this one, the silage additive, that's a 2,000 litre silage additive for 80 grand. It seems like a lot, but the silage additive normally is 60 litres. And it actually works out cheaper doing this, buying it in bulk, which is a lot of money up front. You've got to be doing a lot of silage work to use that amount. It does work out cheaper. I think if you use the standard one, it works out for the same amount, 2,000 litres, about 98 grand, I think it worked out. So you do save money. We've got the pallet there for water. We've got one there for diesel and one for diesel exhaust fluid, each one 2,000 litres. So you can pick and choose from those. What else was on my list? Oh, yeah, and then the trailers, we come down to, up to, barrels. We've got the MKS 10, 10,000 litre, the MKS 50, 50,000 litres. It takes all those different products there. The options are the same on both. We've got main colour, which you can pick and choose whatever you like, and then rim colour and a license plate option on there too. Now, what's interesting about these is these are refillable here, and taking out is done at the front. There's not a putting in icon. That being said, I don't know why I tried it. So if I refill silo, we've got oat, wheat, seed, mineral feed, lime, solid fertiliser, pig food, road salt, oat, and there we go. So we run through. So that's our bulk goods one. Then our liquids one here. We've got our silage additive, water, herbicide, diesel exhaust fluid, diesel, liquid fertiliser, silage additive back again. And then this one. So this one I went with the sign, and I went with just the bale twine, because what I wanted to check was, now it gives me the option to fill it, and you can do different amounts, so I don't have to put it all in. If I go down, I can put a little bit of each in if I wanted to. But the fact this one is set on bale twine, I thought it would only do bale twine, but it doesn't. It will allow you to do any of them, even though it has got the sign up front. So that's something to be aware of. If you want to have it dedicated for that particular thing, and that one dedicated for herbicides, you can. But you can still actually fill it with all the various different things. So on the back here, I've got the same thing. So what I thought, I wonder if I brought a pallet down, can I put pallets into it? So if I've got pallets laying around, I can use it as storage for those things. Or is it, like a lot of silos like this, are only refillable? You can't actually add to them. So if I grab that, take it to the front and do that. Oh, now that's curious because, well, I'll be. Maybe it's because I've got it set on the net. Let me try here. There you go, right. I think because whilst I can fill it up from all those different things, if I bring something in, it will only take that. Which, if you look bottom right, it already says 24 litres. I've already put one pallet in this one. Go to the back now. This one, which is now set to take everything, that bottom right is saying bale wrap. So I can bring pallets to it, and it will take them and store them. So you can do it either way. Fill it yourself, or fill it here, or fill it yourself, and that's everything within that back. Next, we've got the Planet Bunkersilo pack just here. This is cool as well. I like this. 5.3 megabytes download. 4s on the slot count. There are 3 of these by Hispano. We go into our build mode. We're under silo still, and we've got this one here. So 155 grand, 255 and 355, and that comes down to the size. So we look at the 355, slightly larger than the one that's 155. And then we've got that one there. No customization options, they come as they are. So, what I like about these, well, there's no bleeding through. I mean, the walls are absolutely monstrous. So if there is any bleeding, you're not going to notice. If I come into here, what is curious is, if you look at the top there, it says, what does that say? 502,063, does it say? Which is curious because the capacity of the trailer I bought out was a 500,000 litre, and I had 500,000 litres of chaff. So I don't know where I've gained the extra chaff from. But what I like about this is these markings on the wall, which you don't often get. So that tells me if I fill to here, up to the top, that's 1 million litres. That'll be 2 million litres, and that'll be a little bit more. I put 500,000 litres in there, which if you look at where the line is, if I went right the way across and filled it right to the top, it would be about right. It'd be about 1 million litres. That's pretty cool. It's a big proposition. It's a bit of a beast, but that's pretty cool. There you go. That's the Planet Bunkersilo pack. Next, we've got the Arch Hall. This is by LeoLeo. 17.4 megabytes download, 28 slots, 50,000 to buy. You'll find this under build mode and sheds. The only customization option on this is to have it with or without door. Actually, I'm going to double check this because what I didn't look for was the side door. So there's our hall just there. Go to place it and press R3. We've got door set up, yes or no. Oh, so it's the side doors as well. Wanted to double check. I didn't want to make any sweeping statements. So put on yes, got all the doors back on, or no. That's the only option that comes with it. So, let's open it up. It's a big building. What I like about this one as well, I like to find the little details. The sound effect's nice on it, but it's all the little bits, things that are just sitting around. Like oil cans that have been left on shelves, that one up there, just up on the top of the wall. Tiny little details. And again, this is another one where the weathering on the windows, it looks smeared and weathered and, you know, nice little details like that. Little watering can there, there's a couple of planks leant up against the side. There you go. Other than that, it's a big hall. Now, we have got to the side here a light switch. This does the interior lights. He says. Circle would be a great idea. There we go. Does the interior lights. And the one at the back here does the external lights. So as you can see there, external light. There you go. No bad at all. That's the arch hall. Next, up on the hillside, we've got this. This is the Monoslope cow barn by AgrarModding Inc. This is 44.4 megabytes download, 15 slots, 425,000 to buy, 99 plus. Because it says 99, if you have it in space configuration it is, but you can customize the pen. I've done the pen larger, and it has got a customization option for color. I've gone yellow, but you can pick the color for the siding and stuff on this. Dialog box is here, kind of, now. This also has no collision on the gates. Look, boom. And that's also with vehicles. I did try it with the vehicle, and there's no collision on the gate, but you can still open the gate. He says, there you go. If you want to do it properly. The actual dialog box trigger is actually just inside about here. So it's 99 standard. I've got 153 because I increased the pen size. I also went for Meadow inside there as well. Now, what is curious about this, if you want manure, you've got to add a manure heap. But there's no slurry point. Feed and bedding. Trigger is along the front here. I put some bedding in. You can see a little bit of straw on the floor. I haven't put any feed in, but the feed and bedding trigger is down here. I can't find a slurry point on here. So I'm assuming if you want slurry, you're going to have to add, although, if you look across there, it says productivity, straw, and then manure, no manure heap nearby. It doesn't mention slurry at all, which is curious. So yeah, there's no trigger for slurry. Anyway, if we go into our build mode, down to our animals, cows, just there, and you'll see if I change the colours, I'll do that, and there's our colour option. So pick what you like. If you want to go red, like I say, whatever you want. Then we go to place it, it gives you option, customise fence, add meadow, Bob's your uncle, and the rest of that. Yes, there you go. Monoslope cow barn. Next, we have got the Hi-Vis LED lights tractor front weights. Yes, by Scandinavian Vikings mod rebuilds team. Just here. I have to say, this is quite cool as well. What I like about this is you've got plenty of lighting, which it does say, you know. We've got extra weights you can put on. I'll show you in just a moment. But you've also got the hitches on the front. So it does make it quite useful. You know, you often get a hitch, but they're normally just pin hitches. The fact it's got pin and ball hitches on it. Handy dandy, I will say. 2.26 megabytes download and 3 slots. You'll find this under weights. Just there. From class. 1,800. And then we're adding on, so 2,200, 2,600, 3,000, 3,400. Then back again. That's right, isn't it? 2,800, 2,226, 3,000, 3,400, then 1,820. Oh, it's got the 3 point on the front. I just noticed that. I was like, hang on a minute. So you can have 3 point on there as well. So 3 point and hitches. Look at that. 1,820. And you can have it with 2,200. If you put any more on, it gets in the way of the 3 point attachments as well, I would think. Design colour, anything on that palette. There's a lot of greys, some sort of almost blues there, but there you go. That's what it does. That's what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Lights on like that. Lighting your way in the darkness. Very nice indeed. Next we have got I have got one of these out, but yeah, okay. This is what we've got next. This is the Bomech 24. This is by AgrarModding. It is 8.37 megabytes download, 9 slots, 24 meters. We've had a few of these. I got it out to check something, but in essence, it's under slurry tools and bits and bobbages. So just there, slurry tools. So there's the base game one, the multi-profi 2115. This is the multi-profi 2415, but it doesn't do. It's 24 meters. It's not 24 or 15. It is just 24. It doesn't fold up. There's no option for adjustment. It comes as it is. There are no options. That's it. 24 meter attaches onto an attacher with something else. So I've got it opened out. That's what it looks like. If I jump into the tractor, you'll see top left. I've got no option on that for adjustment of width. I thought maybe it's got a manual thing on it that some of them have had recently. But if I do fold slurry distributor, it just folds the whole thing up. Start the engine. That does the pipe on there, so that's not that. R1, L1, R1. Yeah, so it's just 24 meters. Slurry or digestate goes on the back of one of your slurry vehicles, and it will spread. There you go. The Bomech 24. Next, we've got the Hitch support by Scandinavian Vikings mod rebuilds team. This is 6.48 megabytes download and 4 slots. This is very handy because this is a rear trailer hitch attacher for wheel loaders. We have them for forage harvesters and stuff sometimes. The base game one has a pin hitch, but it doesn't even always attach to most pin hitch trailers because these sit quite high, the bumpers on these. This is for the L120 and electric, L180 I think it said. It will probably work with other ones as well, but that's what it's been sort of set up to run on. That is the thing. But what's cool about this is it's got a triple, like the weight we just showed you, which is by the same modders. You've got the central attachment and then 2 side ones. So if you've got a trailer that's got the hydraulic steering, the pistons on it, it will attach those pistons as well. We'll also do pin hitches, but it will also do ball hitches, and it is adjustable. So depending on the height of your wheel loader, you can adjust that up and down as well. Is that not helpful or what? So wheel loader tools, that's where you'll find it. 3,335. So you got pintle hitch, ball hitch. Now I went with the ball hitch, and the pintle hitch on the vehicle is still poking through. So you won't have them both at the same time on this, but you can switch them out. Then you've got a height adjustment level, so you can set it here, but it is adjustable anyway. So it's up to you. And then design color, anything on that palette, like so, change the color. And then when you hook it up, let's start the engine. So if you are doing rock work or something, you want to take a trailer out with you, rather than have a separate tractor, you can. It was L1, was it L1, R1? I'm trying to think what it was now. There's one of these, gave me the adjustment up and down. I'm on the wrong one, I want to be on that. There we go, open front loader tool. There we go. So I can adjust that up and down. And because this sits quite high anyway, I set it at its highest point, but you have got some adjustment, which is rather handy. And then once you're done with it, you attach your rear thing. If you don't want to use that anymore, want to go back to standard, you attach that and it goes back onto its pallet, ready to be put away. Useful, very useful. There you go. Hitch support. Next we've got the U600-13 Tur by Nikos321. 3.37 megabytes download, 3 slots, 3 meters wide. It is a roller. I'll show you here, then we'll go and see it in the flesh, so to speak. Rollers just there, and there it is. 3 meters wide. Only requires 20 horsepower. That's all. So we've got design standard or with weights. Put some on the side there. Main color does that. Roller color does the rollers. Drawbar color does the drawbar. Good to go. Now this you can take out to your field, hang on a second, as it is. So it will roll out as it is at the speed of your tractor. And again, this is another one, really nice and made and detailed. I know it's only small, but if you're doing small field work, or you're just starting out, or you're building up, or you might just be doing a whole series just using small equipment, it's quite a nice little bit of kit, this. So what you do is you lower it. So if I drive now, that's not rolling the field. It hasn't rolled anything on my way out. So once you get to your field, and then we lower the roller, there you go, and now we're rolling. Difficult to see because I think we've already rolled this field before. You can see where it's rolling, Or maybe we just cultivated this field before. There you go, you can see where it's rolling. And again, it's another one of those things, people will comment or people will say, oh, the mods are rubbish, you know, why do we want another 3 metre roller? Someone might look at this and go, that's exactly what I want for my Let's Play. That's perfect for what I need. And that's the point. That's why I try to show off the mods. It's not always that straightforward, is it? But there's not as many to say. How many have we got today? I'm saying not as many. 19 plus I've put down. So we've got 19 mods, but we've got some packs in there. So that on any other previous version of the game, that was a heavy mod day. Which is crazy, isn't it? That's where we've got to. Anyway, next. Oh, right, yes. We have got the Lizard Rice Seeder 500. Clickbait heaven. Well, I say that. We're about to find out. So I'm here in my rice field, flooded already. Now, this I'm going to look at in just a moment. I was going to look at these last, but I thought I'd attach this to this, thumbnails and all that kind of thing. You know how it works. The Lizard Rice Seeder 500, 0.6 megabytes download, 2 slots by Agro Caipira. Now, all the images on the Modhub, on the website, show this seeding in a waterlogged rice field. And it says Lizard Rice Seeder, which I suppose technically it is, unless there's a problem with the mod and unless it's going to get an update, potentially. If we go into here and we go to our seeders, that's where you'll find it, just there. And it says Lizard Rice Seeder, but it shows the long grain rice symbol. So it's not rice, it's long grain rice. So all the images on the website that show it working in an already flooded field are a bit, I think personally, a bit misleading. Because I straight away thought, that's cool. A broadcast seeder that will plant rice, not long grain rice, which means you haven't got to buy an expensive planter. You're not going to need rice saplings. You can skip all that. That's not the case. So I'm just, because as far as I'm aware, and I may be wrong on this, I thought if you do long grain rice, you plant long grain rice dry, then you flood the field. If you're doing rice, you flood the field and then plant it because the saplings go into a flooded field. That's the way round. So yeah, it's odd. There's no options on this. It's 500 litre, 50 horsepower required, and that says spread width 4 meters. That's what it says on the Modhub as well, 4 meters. Here it is in all its glory. Look top left, and what does it say? Width 14 meters. If I start the engine, and if I change my width, where are we? I want change width 14 or 10. That's not 4. So we're in a flooded field, and bottom right it says long grain rice. And I thought, okay, well maybe I can switch it between long grain rice and rice. So L1 triangle. No, I can't switch it. It's long grain rice. That's it. So it's not rice. So I flooded the field. I pre-flooded the field when I was doing the mod review, assuming it was going to be rice. And you know what they say about assumptions, people. You know what they say about them. But here's the weird thing. If I drive forward now, if I turn that on, it says the crop can only be planted into a rice field. Well, this is a rice field, but does that mean not flooded? If that's the case, why do all the images on the website show them? But then when I start going, look, it is, I don't know if you can see, it is planting. The symbol's gone now, and we are putting long grain rice into a flooded field. I'm not, like I say, I think that's a little bit clickbaity. Now I don't know if it's supposed to do rice, and I don't know why it's not. Whether on PC it's working for rice, I don't know. But if we now go back and I look in the field, look down, it says crop type long grain rice, growing. And it's not 4 meters, it's 14. It's the bizarrest thing. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't know what's going on with it. If this does get adjusted or updated to do rice, that is, and I'll say this again, I got criticised the other day for I keep using the phrase game changer. And apparently that's clickbaity. Now, as far as I'm concerned, and I've said this before, any mod that changes the way you play the game, listen to the words, is a game changer, because it's change the way you played the game, surely. So if you've got a broadcast seeder that does rice into a flooded field without you needing saplings, without you needing that planter, that will change the way you play. So anyway, I don't know. At the moment, it's long grain rice, but yeah, where we'll go from that, who knows? So next, now I've got that off my chest, we've got the Fiat Universal 650 by Hispano, 75.86 megabytes download, 20 slots and 21 slots. We've got a two-wheel drive version and a four-wheel drive version. As you can see, options are pretty much the same on both of them. A couple of sort of tyre choice things here and there. But if we go to our small tractors, and this is another interesting set. So there's your two-wheel drive, there's your four-wheel drive, 26,800, 33,600. Cabin, no. Open at the back, yes, that's the same on both. If you go for this, then that does give you option for some extra lights and beacons on the top and things like that. So engine, 65 horsepower or 200. That's the 650 plus. That only adds 3 grand on. So for 29,800, you've got a 200 horsepower tractor. I know. Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian, and back. And we'll go through some of the options on this. So we've got our sort of slightly knobbly tyres on the front. So normal, and then smooth at the front. Then we've got double, smooth at the front. Broad, smooth at the front. Broad double, smooth at the front. Narrow, smooth at the front. And then back to our standard. Same with the Michelin Nokian, pretty much. The Nokians are broad, and the Michelin, I think, does the same thing. But you can have a look through. That's just showing you an example of what they are. Window tinting, 0, 25, 50, 75, or 100% blackout. If you are Dracula and you happen to be out doing some farming. Front work lights, yes or no. So if you've got the cab, they go up there. If you haven't got the cab, if I go like that, it puts them down on the wings like that. Then we have got, where are we? Weights. So you got, there you go, front weight. Then you've got quick, Hauer, no. Main colour, anything on that palette. Design colour does, let's change it so you can see, let's go blue, so it stands out a little bit more. That does all of that. Next design colour, let's go green. Does your seat. Rim colour, license plate option on there too. We go to our four-wheel drive. Same thing, cabin, no, open, full cabin. This one goes 90 horsepower or 250 horsepower for 3 grand. So 36,600. You've got 250 horsepower tractor. Very nice. Now, wheel brand, Trelleborg, Michelin, Nokian, back again. This one we've got normals, double rear, doubles, broads, double rear, doubles, narrows, back to normal. Front wheel fender, we got metallics, rubber, back. Actually, the other one did have an option for, did I miss that? The other one did not have an option for, it wasn't rubber, it had option for that or a rounded one. So I'm not quite sure where that went on the other one. Anyway, the same thing with this, front work lights, yes or no. If you've got the cab, it puts them on top of the cab. Same with the weights and coupler at the front. Main colour, design colour, rim colour, license plate option on there too. So you've already heard me, seen me drive this one. This one I went for the standard. Did I go for the 250 horsepower? I can't remember. Does sound pretty cool though, to say. Engine off. Hop in. Oh yeah, 650 plus. So 250 horsepower. This one, L1, right stick side to side. Oh yeah, go inside. Left stick side to side and up and down. Does your left mirror. Right stick side to side, up and down. Does your right mirror. I think that was it. L1, R1. I don't think we had a door. Oh yeah, open front window. Nearly forgot that. There you go. Got a bit of air conditioning. Lights. Horn, beacons. I went open at the back. Just let the breeze through, you know. Pretty cool though. 250 horsepower. Not too expensive either. There you have it. Whoa. Stop, 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 stop. Brakes are a little bit. Maybe because it's an old tractor. Anywho, that's the... Where is it? Lost it. Where's it gone on my list? The Fiat Universal 650. Next three I'm going to show you. So, next we've got, because these are fairly straightforward and I suppose obvious, under manure spreaders we've got the Lizard EV120. This is 8.68 megabytes download, 6 slots, 9 meter spread width by 76 max. It doesn't do lime as well, it is just a manure spreader. Options on this, we've got wheel setup standard, we've got wide, we've got, oh, it's just standard wide. What's the other one? Oh, yeah, there's another one that's got rice tyres. License plate, yes or no. There's no back that opens on this, it's open anyway. You fill it up and turn it on, and it will spread your muck out to 9 meters. There you go. Next, we have got the Brantner. This is under trailers. And it's just there. So this is the Brantner Z 18051 by PremiumPower, 3.76 megabytes download, 4 slots. Click on that. We have got Continental, Trelleborg, BKT of Radestein. Continental is the only one that has any other options. We got standard, standard 2. That's it. Then we've got new decals, or old. We've then got cover, design 1, without cover but still has the supports for the cover, or no, which takes them off. You just got a flat one like that. Main colour does the chassis, design colour does the rest of the bodywork. License plate option on there too. 19,600 litres. Front swivel axle. Nice. That's the Brantner Z 18051. And then next we've got under auger wagons. This is the one. This is the John Deere 500 grain cart. 8.82 megabytes download, 3 slots. This is by Hemerson, Dentinho, AgrarModding, and Ortin modding. Yes. So we've got wheel setup standard. We've got rice tyres, rice tyre 2, worn rice tyre 2, back to standard. Standard 2, then back to standard. There we go. License plate option there as well. 15,000 litre auger wagon. Does the auger wagon thing. Does your auger wagon crops as well, so it does your main cereal crops plus seed and fertilizer. Doesn't do everything, which most auger wagons do, and that is a sweeping statement. Some do multiple things and some do other things, but this one does that. So come out of there, and we have next got, oh yes, this is the Armatrac 1104, 17.37 megabytes download, 8 slots by Hispano. The Armatrac making a return. This is also under small tractors. That's medium small tractors, and we are just here. 80,500. So we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, PKT, Radestein, Nokian, and back. I'll show you on here on the Trelleborgs. We've got standard, wheel weight, wide tyres, wide and weights, narrows, rear narrow twin. Then we go to rear twin, back to standard, and then the other options around some of the others, like for example, if we go to BKT, I think it's the same standard wheel weights, rear, doesn't have the narrow on this one. Fenders, yes or no. Main colour, anything on that palette. Design colour does that. Rim colour, license plate option on there as well. Hop in. There's our lights. Beacon, and this one we had. Did we have anything? Oh, yes, we did. Door opens and closes. That was it on this one. Interior. Oh, nice bit of lean on that. Talking lean, you wait till the next one. I'll show you the mod first, then I'll show you what I did when I was trying to get the mod out. Anyway, that's the Armatrac 1104. Next, we've got BigBudage, the BigBud 450. This is by Hispano and JHHG modding. 33.09 megabytes download and 10 slots, and it's on this trailer. We're going to get to the trailers at the end. We've had quite a few BigBuds. Is it American? Is it Classic American Icons modding? That group. So I've done a few little tweaks and changes to this one, but we've got the BigBud up on here. This you'll find under large tractors, no surprise, just there. 206,500 for 450 horsepower. So We've got max kilometres per hour, 32 and 15. I think it's 32 on the road, 15 on the field. Then we've got 45 and 20. I think that's right. That's it for those. Then you've got wheel brand. We've got BigBud, which has that option, or we've got Michelin like that. If we do Michelin, we've got standard, twin wheels, and back again. If we go for BigBud, you've got standard, twin wheels, then you've got wide tyres and twins, which I went for because I thought it looked a bit more beefy, and then we're back to standard again. Rim contour puts a little bit of a contour just on the wheel rim, which gives you an option for changing the colour of that later as well. Tinted windows, 25%, 50%, 100% or off. Overhead work lights, front, rear, both. Beacon lights, left, right, both. Beacon light models, there are 11. So that's 1. That's 11. Oh, sorry, 11, 10, sorry. And there are obviously then the rest in between. There's various different models, shapes, fish bowls, cones, all sorts of things to choose from. You'll find one that you like, I would imagine. Main colour, it starts off in a grey, but you can pick any colour you like. So the first one does the main body. The second one does, let's go white so you can see it, does all of that bit. Then chassis colour, let's go green so you can see that, does that bit there at the front. Nothing else, just that front bit there. Then we've got railing. Let's go, I suppose we've got white on that as well so you can see it. There you go, railing. Metallics are available depending on what you've gone for. Engine grille, let's go yellow. There you go, again so you can see it. Rim contour colour. So if I go, say white, what am I talking about white? Let's go red, there you go. Contour colour on there. Rim colour, license plate option on there as well. So, let's hop up. So, front lights, rear lights, puts all of them on if you've gone for the work lights on top as well. And we've got our work lights front if you've gone for them. Beacons. Again, it's not too expensive at 450 horsepower really when you think about it. This is an absolute beastie. Nice details on this one as well. Well, a lot of the BigBud mods we've had have been really good with all the stuff that spins and moves. And open cover does the door. Interior. There we go. And yeah, it does big buddage, you know, that you might expect from a BigBud. I don't know what else to say really. I was lost for words that moment. It does BigBud things. The bug bid. Oh no. The BigBud 450. Next we've got the Capello Quasar HS16, 5.47 megabytes download, 3 slots, 12 meters by Hispano. Again, I'll show you this one. This is a corn header. We've got a few different corn headers now. Obviously, we've got the Geringhoff headers now, and we've got Capello ones, obviously. But this one is the. I've never understood the numbering, in all honesty. That one makes more sense. But the Quasar HS16, you think 16 meters? No, it's 12. I'm not sure. Is it because it's got 16 snoots? I can't remember. Maybe that's what it is. Probably. And anyway, we've got main colour and design colour, and that will do your corn, or it will do sunflower if you want to do sunflower. So it folds up nice, neat and tidy. Again, that's fairly straightforward, really. Combinations, if you click on that, you can always find out the sort of size and type of harvester that it's designed to work with. Bigger headers really aren't designed to work with the smaller harvesters. They don't always have the oomph and horsepower, and obviously the weight can be an issue as well. Again, it's fairly straightforward. We know what corn harvesting looks like and what corn harvesting does. So that brings us on to the last of the mods for today, and we've got the Damcon Special Transports. You already saw one that we were unloading the BigBud from, or the bug bid, whichever it was I said, and then we've got another one here. So there are 2 in this pack. 36.39 megabytes download, 9 slots each by Hispano. These you will find under low loaders. So there's the smaller of the 2, the SPTR 6x4, and we've got the SPTR 8x4, 78,500, 98,500. Now, we've got maximums on these. This one will do 52 bales if you put it on auto load, but only square. Doesn't do square and round, just square bales. That one will go up to 72 bales because they're different sizes. I think the options are the same on both. I'll show you on the large one. Doesn't really matter which one. So your auto load, yes or no. So if you don't want auto load, that's fine. You can turn that off. I've got to put it on yes, but we've got Continental, Michelin, Nokian, back. Continental has, it's hard to see from here, but we have standard 2, makes them a little bit more knobbly on the tyres on the Continentals. Then we've got 72 bales, but you can have it on 54 or 36. You don't have to do 72 bales. So what you can do is 36 bales, and I think, I haven't actually tried this. I would make an assumption that it would stack the bales at one end and allow you space to then load something on as well. You know what, I might just test that. Let me lease that. Then we've got main colour, does the bodywork. You've got rims, that's for the actual hubs. You can change the hub colour. Reflective side tape, at the moment it's on yellow, but you can pick a different colour on that as well. Let's say, I don't know, let's go pink so you can see it. No, you can't see it on the orange, that's terrible. Let's go blue. There you go, you can see a bit better. So you can change the reflective colour if you want to. Rim colour license plate option on there as well. So I've gone for 36 bales on this one. So what I'll do is, I'll just show you first on this. So, options on these. Let's start this up. So, if you've gone for the option that's not auto load, you get the option for add or remove ramps. So we'll do that and that. Slides them away, and obviously unfolding is the opposite. We have beacons in the back, very nice. Now, turn the beacons off. We do have under R1, is it R1? L1, R1, R1. Right stick side to side, oh yeah, so right stick side to side, raised and lowers the front section. See that? The whole front section is raised and lowering. So the 4 axles at the front are raised and lowering. If I go R1 right stick up and down, the back 4 are going. So you can raise and lower the whole lot up. If I do that section, then that section, you can raise the whole lot up if you're going across rough terrain. Obviously that does lift the entire vehicle up, so you've got to be careful on that. Let's bring that back down again. Lots of hissing of pistons and bits and bobs. We do have tension straps on it. Then we do, if we come up to the front here, we have got open cover. Which does that. Now under L1, where it says raise front loader arm and raise front loader tool, that's for the bale option. So you can open that up, and if you've got the tension straps, so if you're going to be putting stuff on there, you can put stuff on there, and you can close the cover back up, and it puts all the sides back on to protect whatever it is you're transporting. So the bales, let's go to the bale trailer. So the options for raising and lowering, open up that front bit as well, exactly the same. This one, if we click on here, doesn't automatically, if I press L1, doesn't give me the option for the ramps automatically. I had an option come up briefly. If I take the straps off, hopefully this is going to work. We want to go to operating position. Should reset them all, not fling them off into the stratosphere. There we go. So they're on the trailer now, but they're, as I always refer to, ethereal bales. If I want to unload or move them, L1 and right, so what I said, L1 right stick side to side and up and down. So we can unload them, put them to the ground, unload bales here. No, come on. I need to unload bales first. There we go. Unload bales here. Now do it. There we go. We've unloaded our bales. Brilliant stuff. So it's fairly straightforward. Our axles all turn. You know, it's the back axles are turning, the front axles are turning. Front axles are turning in, back ones are turning out. So its turning is very, very tight, which is nice. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and grab the other one, because I set that to 36 bales, and see how it loads them. Because if it loads them all across the entire deck, but just not as many rows, it kind of begs the question, why? It would be better if it did 36 bales all up the front. That would still enable you then maybe to load something on that could be doing your bale handling. I don't know, like I say, I have no idea. I haven't tested this yet. This is my first. Whoa. We've got something a bit raised there. That's weird. What's going on? Raise the back down. I'll raise the back down, shall I? Or I could lower the back down. That would make more sense. Right, let's set this to operating position and see how they stack. Please stack at the front. Nope. Okay, so there's our 36. Oh, okay, that's a bit... I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. Because I thought, I mean, that's all well and good. But if you had your 36 bales stacked up all here, and then left the back deck for, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, It's just me. I thought that would make the most sense. But anyway, maybe you just want it to be more streamlined and less drag and that kind of stuff. You have to worry about coefficients and those kind of things. But anyway, that's the Demco Special Transports by Hispano. And that's it for the mods for today. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.